What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is a little special video. I did promise you guys an early breakdown on Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira, one of the probably better matchups in the middleweight division for the probably rest of the year. I guess besides the so-called cool title fight that we're getting versus Cannonier and Izzy, but this is a great matchup. I love this fight. We're gonna see. Um, is Alex Pereira going to be the probably most fast track fighter to a title fight, or will this hype train end via Sean Strickland's hands? Man, I think it's going to be a great fight. I can't wait for it. I think they match up really well. I honestly I can't wait for the odds, but I love the fight, man, because it's like the reason why I love it is because if Sean Strickland beats the guy that beat Adesanya, he gets a title shot. I felt like Sean Strickland was probably in this weird position when he fought Jack Hermanson. He probably could have fought maybe someone like, I don't know, Paulo Costa or some shit like that, and he would have been in a weird spot, and I don't think he would have got a title shot off of that. But after beating, or if he, no, I shouldn't say that. By beating Alex Pereira, he gets a title shot. He really does. And if Alex Pereira beats Sean Strickland, who I think is ranked number 4 in the world, I think he's in a really, really good spot. It'll be his best opponent that he's beat, and also a guy that's undefeated at middleweight, and also a really, really good stylistic matchup. And there is a reason why the UFC is doing this, because after Alex Pereira, or no, not even after Alex Pereira, after Cannonier, all the cool matchups are done. He doesn't have Izzy doesn't have a lot of good matchups, so he needed a really good matchup here, and he got a guy like Alex Pereira, and if he can fight him in the storyline, Pierre beat him twice in kickboxing, now it's in MMA, it's the viral KO clip that everyone talks about anytime Izzy fights, and they talk about a loss. Before he lost to Jan Blachowicz, they would talk about that kickboxing, about that, oh, this guy can be knocked out, this guy can be beat. It's possible. It's not impossible. But, yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. I love the fight. I think it's a great fight. I can't wait for it. But, yeah, man, let's talk about the stats, man, honestly. In terms of the stats, Sean Strickland comes with a record of 25-3. He's fighting out of California, age 31, a height of 6'1", and reaches 76. Pierre is 5-1. Is fighting out of Brazil at age 34, and a height of 6'4", and a reach of 80. So Pierre does have a reach advantage, about by fucking what's it called? By 4 inches. But I'll give one thing to Sean Strickland. A lot of his opponents have had reach advantages over him, and he's been able to overcome it. I think his last 2 opponents had some decent reach advantages, like Uriah Hall, and even Hermanson had longer arms than him. And he's been able to overcome that with that kind of like sideways Philly shell, version of what he does in the octagon. And I think it'd be a really good fight. I'd love to see the fight, and I'd love to see them compete against each other. I think it'd be really, really good. I'd really, really enjoy it. But I don't know. It's interesting because I could see, in my humble opinion, Alex Pereira using that reach more effectively than a guy like Hermanson, than a guy like Uriah Hall. So you never know. But in terms of the path of victory for both guys, I think Alex Pereira, he can do what Zaleski dos Santos was able to do. He can do what Ponzinibbio was able to do to Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland has been beaten before. Or he can try to do what Usman did to him, put a lot of pressure on him. People think Usman ragdolled Sean Strickland. It wasn't like that. It's primarily a lot of striking. Obviously, the threat of the takedown possessed some problems for Mr. Sean Strickland. But, if Pereira puts pressure on him, and if Sean is dumb enough to continue to strike with him, which I do think there is a possibility of, I think Pereira can get a W here. This is the easiest matchup for him, or Jared Cannonier are the easiest matchups for him because they will strike. They will try to strike with him, right? And I'm not sure if they're going to have a heavy wrestling game plan, right? And I think that's what the UFC is looking at. But besides that, you also got to look at, in my humble opinion, the Sean Strickland point of view. I think Sean Strickland is not retarded. I think he's retarded outside of the octagon, but in the octagon, he's a very smart guy. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. As a middleweight fighter, we haven't really seen Sean Strickland hurt at middleweight. We haven't. He has barely been touched. Doesn't really get hurt a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's hurt his opponents, but he doesn't get hurt himself. And he's not dumb. He knows his matchup, and he knows what he has to, even against Uriah Hall, he went for a takedown. He knew that Uriah has explosive abilities, has knockout power, and can hurt people. That's a fact. He went to go take him down. He knows against a guy like Alex Pereira, he's going to have to wrestle. Pereira got taken down by Bruno Silva. He got taken down by Michailidis. He can be taken down. He can. And his kickboxing style, I wouldn't say it's like Izzy. Izzy is more feint-based, and that's better for MMA. I feel like Pereira, even though against Bruno Silva, he was very low guard. He didn't keep his hands up really, really high. And also, he was a little bouncy on his feet, but really, he, as a kickboxer, he used the big gloves, and he's more of a traditional kickboxer, and that kind of kickboxing style doesn't always translate to MMA all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's more power heavy. I would say he's more the knockout version of Adesanya kickboxing. Adesanya is more of like the technical defensive side, right? And he's just trying to like outpoint you and just like kick you to death, right? But Pereira uses a lot of knockout power. Well, I wouldn't say he uses a lot of knockout power. He's looking for knockout shots, right? And sometimes when you're looking for those shots, you can leave yourself to be open. And when you're throwing a big overhand, I mean, that's a good double leg right there. And I think Sean can take advantage of that. And I think Sean will take advantage. And I got to go Sean Strickland by probably third round ground and pound. I think he's going to flatten out Alex Pereira. And I think he could either choke him or finish him, or he could get a decision victory just via wrestle fuck, or just beating him with grappling. I don't think Sean's stupid. I wonder what the dog odds are, but Sean's undefeated at middleweight for a reason. And honestly, Sean might be the savior of the middleweight division. I don't know. Probably fucking Izzy destroys him, but I don't got a lot of hopes in this division, and all I got is Sean Strickland. So I'm probably gonna take Sean here. And yeah, that's my pick. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the little early breakdown that I did for y'all. This is your boy eBay, and I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Love y'all, and goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Go click the notification button. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Trying to get 1K by the end of the year. Love y'all, and goodbye. See y'all.